भागवत के चारों पार्ट संगे ओम जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतः चार्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरया तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि. We are studying Srimad Bhagavatam, and on the last occasion, due to some technical fault, I could hold the class only from 8:12, and so many people missed that class. So today I would like to repeat with good details that very part which starts from Shloka 18 according to some editions and Shloka 17 according to some editions where Kunti Uvacha is there. So before this, Bhagavan has covered Uttara's womb with his Sudarshan Chakra, because of which Ashwatthama's Brahmastra could not pierce it. And in this way, the Uttara's Garbha womb was saved. 5 arrows came toward the Pandavas and they have themselves resisted them. After this story, Kunti speaks. So Kunti Uvacha. Namaste Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakrute Param Alaksham Sarva Bhutanam Antarbhairavasthitam. Tvam. Tvam means Tvam. Adyam Ishwaram. Prakrute Param. Purusham. Alaksham Sarva Bhutanam Antarbhairavasthitam Namaste is the syntax. So in English, we tell about the Namaste first. I bow down to. I bow down to the Supreme Being, Purusha, Supreme Being. Tva, you. Adyam Ishwaram, the original ruler of the universe. The original creator, preserver, destroyer of the universe. Prakrute Param, who are beyond this nature. Alaksham cannot be even indicated by words. Sarva Bhutanam, of all beings, existing, Avasthitam, existing, Antarbahir, inside as well as outside. Here we let us remember again that it is the real all-pervasiveness which is indicated. So not only inside and outside, but Sabhayabhantarohi Aja, says the Upanishad, along with inside and outside. So it should mean the middle also. Sometimes if you think the meaning of all-pervading is something like air filled in a balloon, then it is not real all-pervading. Because the balloon is bigger than the air. Balloon is the container. Air becomes the content. And even if you take away the air, the rubber of the balloon remains. So this type of thinking is not the correct all-pervasiveness. Take another example. There is water in a wave. Now, inside the wave, water, the wave itself, the shape of wave itself is water. So really, water is inside and that middle or the shape also. This is a more correct approach to all-pervasiveness. But now think that this wave is arising in an infinite ocean. Ocean infinite does not mean what we see. If the ocean is infinite, then above, below, this side, that side, all side, we have water, water, water. Within that water, there is wave is rising. So, outside, water, inside, water, the shape of the wave, water, then it is real, all-pervading. Another example the Vedantis give is the space. The jar is kept in the space. So inside the jar there is space, outside the jar there is space, and in the wall of the jar it is also space. And so that is all pervading. So that is the thing indicated here. Though it is antar bhairava sitam, it should not exclude the shape, the walls, the middle also of everything, Sarva Bhutanam. So that is the first shloka of Kunti's praise. Then she says, Maya Javanika Channam Agyaha Adokshajam Avyayam Na Lakshase Mudadrisha Nato Nattadharo Yatha. Aham is not there, but has to be included for the getting the full meaning. So, aham ajna, I am ignorant. Because Maya Javalika Chandam, you are covered by a screen which is made of your own Maya Shakti. By the Trigunatmaka Maya Shakti, you make a screen and cover your own real nature. That is the praise of Krishna. Here I told you, remember this word Javanika has come from the Greek dramas. Greeks were called Yavanas, and so their screens used by them are Yavanikas, and so that Yavanika Achanam, covered by screen. By the time of the Bhagavatam, a lot of interaction had taken place between India and the Greeks. Adokshajam is an important word. Aksha is eyes. It represents all the sensory organs. Aksha, Adha, Jab. So, born below eyes. Now, what is below eyes? Eyes see. Other organs perceive in some way. But that is not possible unless there is Chetana, consciousness behind that seeing. So that behind is called below, at the root of. So, Jam means born there. Chetan is all pervading, it is never born. But when we see something, at that point, the Chetan is present, appears to be present, below or at the root of that I. So, this is the way suggested to perceive the Lord, that when our indriyas are going outside to see some object, at that time try to feel what is at the root of my indriya. We will understand that it is Chetana which is at the root of the indriyas, without which they could never have perceived. Eyes might fall on an object, but the knowledge which comes that I have seen it, that knowledge could never have occurred unless knowledge or consciousness is at the very root of that perception. That is how adokshajam. Present, felt as present, felt as born, behind, at the root of all our actions of perception by different indriyas. So it is a very fundamental nature of Brahman or description vary from the root, adokshajam. So that is Kunti's, part of Kunti's praise for Shri Krishna. Avyayam, you do not change. We can connect every word. Though you do not change, at the time of perception, you appear to be born at the root of that perception. So these two things get connected. Though you are unborn, aware, though you do not change at all, yet at the time of perception, you appear to be born at the root of that perception. Mudadrisha na lakshase. Drishti. Mudadrik is the word. Tritya Mudadrisha. So, Drik means seer, one who sees. Mudadrik means one whose seeing is deluded. Deluded seer. That means not seer properly. By him. Tritya means by him. By a person whose vision is deluded, na lakshya se. He is not seen or cannot be indicated to a man with a wrong vision. Na lakshya se can mean not perceived, can also mean not indicated, even with the sages indicating by some words. But if your vision is deluded, you cannot catch that indication. You cannot go forward by that indication, just as we find in adokshajam. That is not possible for the deluded man. Na lakshase mudadrisha. Some example has to be given. So nato means actor, natyadharo, when he is acting in the drama and so holds up that drama. Yatha, for example, the actor, when he is acting, cannot be seen by the mudadrishas. They see him with the garb which he has taken up. So they do not understand what is his original form. So, nato natyadharo yatha mudadrisha na drishyase na lakshase तथा माया जवने का चिन्हम न लक्ष्य से. because avyayam. So this can be the full proper syntax. That though the actor, when acting, is not caught in his real form, similarly, those whose vision is deluded, they cannot catch that indication given in Adokshaju, that at the time of perception, he is at the very, appears to be at the root of the perception, though he is aware. So this can be the full connected syntax. Because you are hidden by screen which consists of Sattva Rajas Tamas Guna. So through your Maya Shakti, you cover yourself by Sattva Rajas Tamas Guna. Therefore, Nato Natya Dharo Yatha Na Lakshase. That can be still complete syntax. So we proceed. So this 19 we have broken in several ways, several parts, and made the full syntax. Tatha Paramahamsanam Muninam Amalatmanam. This half a shloka is in continuation with the previous shloka. That is, add from Yatha. Yatha Nato Natyadharo Yatha Mudadrisham Lakshase Tatha Paramahamsanam Muninam Amalatmanam Api Na Lakshase. Have to add the word api because of Yatha and Tatha. Paramahamsanam, the simile is with the swans called Rajahamsas living in Manas Sarovar, where if you put a mixture of milk and water, they will drink away the milk, leaving water. Because of this, the men of realization, the real sannyasis, are called Paramahamsas in distinction with the ordinary Hamsas or ducks. In Bengali, ducks are also called Hamsas. So, Rajahamsas or Paramahamsas are differentiated from the ordinary ducks. We mean the swans and special swans, you might say, living in the special lake on the top of Himalaya Mount. So, Rajahamsas in the Manas Sarovar, simile from them, the real knowers, the real sannyasis, take up God only from this mixture of God the reality and world the appearance. When world appears, it is never without God, but it is covered as we have just seen. Sannyasis, knowers, they pick up. In spite of the cover, they find out the reality and reject that cover. So they are Paramahamsa. Now Paramahamsa Nam. For the Paramahamsa, Muni Nam, and who are thinkers about the fundamental reality. Muni Nam means though think about, contemplate about the fundamental reality. Amal Atmanam, because Atma here means the internal organ, Antakaran. Their Antakaran is pure, Mala, without impurity. So, such Paramahamsas who are real thinkers, for them also, na lakshase. Take from the previous shloka. Yatha Muda Drishanam na lakshase tatha Paramahamsanam, Muninam, Amalatmanam, Api, na Lakshase. So even such purest of people cannot, now the meaning slightly changed. Huh? That is the Bhagavatam style. Here, na Lakshase means they do not directly see you, but they catch the indication. They realize him that can never be denied. Never can be denied that the Paramahamsas are in direct awareness of the reality. But they cannot perceive it, means they cannot perceive it as an object, because it is never an object of perception. So that is the full meaning. Now, second half is a separate thing. Bhakti Yoga Vidanartham Striya. So, Paramahamsa is this thing. Now take the other extreme. Striyas who are included in those Muda Drishas. So, because Paramahamsas also cannot say, so for Striyas you have, or the scriptures prescribe Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham. Class 12 Class 12 Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham. Vidhan means prescription. Now, you have prescribed Bhakti Yoga for women or people who are Muda Drisham. Now, Artham means to maintain that prescription. To maintain that prescription, Striyas or Muda Drishas should be able to see you, catch you by Bhakti Yoga. Directly you cannot be seen. They cannot catch the indications also. So something should be them for them. And so the teaching of Bhagavatam is always there, that bhakti can be caught by real purified people. They may not be real purified to get the awareness or concentrate their mind on Him, follow the process of yoga. But they may be better than the gross karmis who cannot live their life without a concrete example. Slightly purified people, for them bhakti is prescribed. So that is the Bhakti Yoga Vidhana Artham, means to maintain that prescription. What is done? Striya Katham Pashed, but even that little perception required for Bhakti Yoga Vidhana maintenance, how is it possible for this Striya? One meaning. Second meaning, because Striyas cannot perceive, so Bhakti Yoga is prescribed for them. That appears to be more consistent with the teaching of Bhagavatam. That let there be slight purification. Then Muda Drisham, including Striyam, for them it is prescribed that follow Bhakti Yoga. So, connection is that even the Paramahamsas cannot see you. So, for Striyam or Muda Drisham, Bhakti Yoga has been prescribed and can be maintained. So, that is the full implicated meaning. Now, another way is suggested. Suppose they cannot do real bhakti, if you take that meaning, but can't they do something? Yes, they can do what is called Namasmaran, remembering him by the names which indicate his gunas. So that is how the next shloka will get connected. Kunti telling that even to follow Bhakti Yoga in full may not be possible for these Striyas, but they can chant your names. And so she starts chanting the names without telling so many reasons. She just follows what she can do. So she chants the names. And the names are very evident. Krishnaya, Krishna is his name. Vasudevaya, to the son of Vasudeva. Devaki Nandanaya cha, and who gives joy to Devaki, means Devaki's son. Cha, also Nanda Gopa Kumaraya, and Nanda the Gopa felt him to be his own child. So to that child of Nanda the cowherd, Govindaya, and there his work was tending the cows, controlling the cows. So this is the names of Krishna, born of Vasudeva Devaki, but reared up by Nanda and following the cowherd's life in Vrindavan. So this becomes a beautiful way to get devotion to Sri Krishna by remembering him for his initial life in the Vrindavan. Now, the beauty of his form is another way told by the scriptures, mentally pursued by the bhaktas, or even if they do not perceive, they are repeating what is told by the scriptures. Krishnaya, no. Namah Pankaja Navaya, Namah Pankaja Maline, Namah Pankaja Netraya, Namaste Pankajangraye. Pankaja. Panka means mud. Pankaja means born in the mud. That is the famous name for lotus flower.
But lotus is born in water?
Mud.
Water?
If you have clean flower, you will not get Pankaja. What sustains it? In the trees grown in an earth. So food where you will get? Water will not give you food. Below the water, there definitely has to be a mud. Panka means mud. Panka does not mean water. Pankaja means born in mud. Now here, Pankaja Navaya is there. That is an allegorical description in Orthodox Hinduism, Puranic Hinduism, that the original God Vishnu, from his navel, Navi is navel, from his navel sprouted a lotus flower. In that lotus flower, Brahma was sitting and Brahma created the world. But here only reference is that from his navel a lotus had blown up. So he is with a lotus navel. Pankaja navel is lotus navel to that person with a lotus navel. I bow down. Nama Pankaja Maline. Now this
what type of navel is lotus navel? What type of navel is lotus navel?
Lotus-like navel.
In shape?
Navel as beautiful as lotus. That's all.
Beautiful.
But allegorically, it is a lotus shown in the Navi. Full lotus. That is a grossification of the original concept. Originally, if we see, Navi is the place of birth. And from him, Brahma is born. So, to make a concrete picture, we say he is born from the navel of Vishnu. And to make it vivid for the ordinary devotees, we see the pictures that from the navel of Vishnu, a lotus is sprouting. And in that lotus, Brahma is sitting. So, that is the allegory, and description says that navel like lotus like navel. As navel as beautiful as the lotus. So, to that person, Namaha.
Pankaja Maline.
Maline, Mala means garland. So, that is a description of little grown up Krishna. Because they cannot put garland in the neck of the infant. So, Krishna is grown up a little. Govinda, he has become Govinda, covered. So, in his neck is the garland of lotuses. We have normally not heard. We have normally heard that forest flowers used to decorate his neck. But here, his beauty only is aimed. And any beauty in India is lotus. So, Pankaja Maline. Nama Pankaja Netraya. His eyes are also like lotus. Namaste Pankajangraye.
Feet.
His feet also are like lotus. So Krishna is painted here as a man full of lotus, like a lotus tree you may see.
Pankaja Angri, na? Angri.
Angri, his feet. Pankaja Angrine. Nama, everywhere. Namaste, to you. Nama, 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 Namaste, to you, Bodha. Hi, Bodha. Now she gives a full description of how Krishna saves everybody, releases everybody from the bondages or dangers. Yatha Rishikesh Kale na Devaki Kamse Naruddha Atichiram Shucharpita Vimochita. This is one sentence. Yatha, one clause. Ahamcha. So, tatha ahamcha. But ahamcha has a different verb also. At the end of the second shloka. Avirakshita. Yatha Devaki Vimochita Ahamcha Sahatmaja Avirakshita. These will be the original sentences. Other words are embellishment or details. The original sentence only, if you take Yatha Devaki Vimochita Ahamcha Sahatmaja, you must include. Ahamcha Sahatmaja Avirakshita. Sahatmaja means along with my sons. So, Khalena, wicked man, Kansena, the demon king Kansa, Devaki, Ruddha, Devaki was held, that means Devaki was jailed. Hatichiram for a long time. Devaki was Kamsa's sister, cousin sister maybe, and he chose himself, Vasudeva, to be the brother-in-law. And after marriage, he was driving the chariot to make both of them reach their place. And that out of honor for the son-in-law and sister. At that time, a voice of the heavens spoke that now you are doing this, but the eighth son of this sister of yours will be your killer. So everything changed. He put both of them in jail and killed every son of hers. Because this Narada told him, eighth you will count from his side. So that made him fully deluded and he killed every son. Otherwise, what he had to do with the first seven? But he will count eight from his side. That is how Narada made him do those evil actions. So, for a long time, right from that point up to Krishna went to gopis at the age of 12, he came back and killed Kamsa and then released Vasudeva Devaki. So for a long time, Achiram Ruddha. Shucharpita, given up to sorrow, Shucha, Shoka, Arpita, dedicated to, given up to sorrow.
Sucha means sorrow.
Shocha, means Shuch is the verb for sorrowing. Shuch. Arpita to Shuch is Shuka. Shucha. Shucha Arpita. Shucha means to that Shoka dedicated. Rishikesh, I explained before, I need not explain again. Rishikesh is the name of, original name of Vishnu, so applied to Krishna also. It is Sambodhan. O Rishikesh, Kunti is saying, Kalina Kamsena, Devaki, Atichiram Ruddha Shucharpita, Vimo Chitta. You had released them. Yatha, as you have released Devaki from her sorrow after a long time, Ahamcha Sahatmaja. So when the choice is there, you can connect it with the previous. I am also released from sorrows or dangers. And then you can connect it with the following verb. Abhirakshita, protected. So you can connect protected in that sense, released from sorrow. Now, all the description is about her different sons. One place only, she herself is there. Vivo. Here another Sambodhan, O all-pervading Lord, O all-knower, all-powerful God, Toya eva, you alone, Nathe. Natha is a very dear word for the Lord, generally used for husbands. Kunti is not using for husband, but for near Lord. Our dear Lord, that will be the meaning. Natena, Toya Natena. More, again and again. Vipad Ganat, group of dangers. From group of dangers, you have protected me, released me from dangers, me along with my son. Now details are counted. Vishad, this is about Bhima only. Duryodhana had mixed poison in some sweets and fed Bhima. He knew Bhima likes sweets, so he mixed poison in those sweets and fed Bhima, and then he threw Bhima in the ocean. But what happened? In the ocean were Nagakanyas, the daughters of Serpent King. And they surrounded him from all sides and started biting him. And due to those bites, the poison went away. But Kunti here is telling, you only saved him. In her vision, he is the all-knower, all-powerful, and all his devotees he saved. So that is Kunti's vision.
So the opposite two poisons were
Poison was Sakra.
Oh, Sakra.
From all parts of the body because of their bites. So you saved from poison. Mahagnehe. Here Kunti is there. Shakuni built up a palace of lac and combustible things.
Jatugriha. Made of wax, no? More.
Lac, shellac. Shellac, by which we put seals. Olden time, shellac. It is called shellac. Laka. So walls were made of them. And other combustible things. And the plan was such that conspiracy, his own people, Shakuni's people, came as if they are coming from that town, Varanavat. And we want to, Yudhishthir was crowned or about to be crowned the prince regent, that means next king. So they came and we want to honor our next king. Yudhishthir said, I want to take all my brothers and mother. Dhritarashtra said, okay, go. And the plan was when some drug will be mixed with the milk given to them. There, Kauravas, people were sent as their personal attendants. A woman for Kunti, 5 other for Pandu. And they will give them some milk or some drug by which they will sleep and fire will be put to that palace. That was the full plan. But what happened? 5 travelers, maybe beggars, came and took shelter in the house, outhouse. And Vidur actually came to know this. Actually, Krishna is not in the picture. But as Kunti is praising him for everything, so it is included. Vidura was the minister of Dhritarashtra. So he had his own spy network. And his spies told him this thing. Then he sent his own team and got a tunnel dug from the Ganges underground up to under that palace. And he sent his own 5-6 people there to work as laborers. So they mixed with these people. And in the night, they came out and killed those 6 people sent by Shakuni. And alerted Yudhishthir that such is the danger, now immediately you quit. And they showed the place up to that tunnel has come. So Bhima dug up a little floor and they saw the tunnel. They entered all one by one. They took Kunti with them below and walked through the tunnel. And they reached the
Ganges.
bank of the Ganges. Now here, those 5 people were told, when everything is secure, you should give a shout, then we will put the fire. But no sound from them because they were killed already. So waiting for some time, they put fire. And those 6 people, the beggar travelers, got burned. And seeing that 6 corpses are there beyond recognition, they said, we have succeeded. Pandavas and Kunti have been burned. Now, Vidur had told them that now Duryodhana is very strong. You should not return. Politically, he has become very strong. You should return when I tell you, or after 1 year at least. So they landed in the kingdom of Panchalas, away from Kaurava's kingdom. And there, Drupad was the king. And they landed through some forests. So, up to this point, Mahagni, saved from Mahagni. Now, in that forest lived a demon, Hidimba by name, and Purushat Adarshanath. Adarshanath means cannot be seen, such demon, terrible demon. Terrible demon.
They can vanish. They can vanish in the. They had some occult powers.
Huh?
They had some occult powers. They could vanish.
Maybe you can invisible.
Yes.
Adarshanath Purushat. So demons which is invisible. Now his sister Hidimba fell in love with Bhima, the strong-bodied man. And she wanted marriage. At that time he appeared, that demon, and fought with Bhima. And Bhima killed him. So, Purusha means demon, Adarshanath means invisible, but he did appear and fought and was killed. So Kunti is giving credit of everything to Krishna. So you saved us from the invisible demon also. Then next, after a big gap, because what happened? For 1 year they lived in that forest and in some small towns, and many things happened. Then there was a Swayamvar of Draupadi, and they dressed as Brahmins. Went to that, and the woes were terrible, only big archer could do. And no other man succeeded, then Arjuna succeeded. And so Draupadi, Kunti said, you distribute, share. So she was married to all 5 brothers. Now they came back and claimed their kingdom. So finally Duryodhana said, I will not give, I will not give, I will not give. Because he had become the prince regent. They believed that Pandavas are born. So then it was decided to divide in half. And the worst part was given to the Pandavas. They never bothered about it. With the help of Krishna, they brought the divine architect and he made. There was a lot of treasure.
Danu was there, no? That architect was Danu.
Dano, but he was the divine architect. He had created Indra Sabha. And there was so much treasure in that.
Indraprastha.
Indraprastha name came afterwards. It was called Khandava Prastha. The old ruins of an ancient capital. And because it was the capital, so much wealth was stored there. So they got all the wealth. And that Maya built a beautiful palace for them. And there they made one Rajasva Yajna or coronation or something for it. And they invited these Kauravas. And there the hall was made such that water appeared, earth appeared water. So they were again and again falling there. And they got jealous. And they invited for a game of dice. And Yudhishthir was addicted to dice.
And a weakness, yes.
But Kshatriya rule is there that if you are interested in dice, you cannot refuse a dice invitation. If he was not interested, it was different, but he was interested. And the Shakuni had his dice made from his father's body, bones of his father. And they were all full of deceit. They would fall as Shakuni wished them. And a wrong rule was made that in place of Duryodhana, Shakuni will play. And they went on losing every play. And then Yudhishthira put himself as the bait. He lost himself, he lost his brothers and he lost his wife. There was a question, when he has lost himself, what right he has to put his wife? But nobody brought that at that time. And when she was lost, she was having her menses. But in that condition, Dushasana pulled her hair and brought her there. So, in that Asat Savaya, that is the next description. In the false assembly or assembly of wicked people, Asat Savaya. So, they started pulling her clothes. And nobody could save her. That time, first time we'll see Krishna himself has done it. So Krishna supplied infinite clothes to the Draupadi.
But there is one saying that since she had previously donated clothes.
That is a different cause, that was old cause. But Krishna supplied Draupadi. And Dushasana became tired. And then Gandhari had to intervene and said, cancel all this and give back to Pandavas all that they had lost. So they begged for one more play, and by which they will go to forest. Old things were restored. One more play. And through that, 12 years forest, 1 year secondary. Anyway, but here in the Asat Sabha, you saved Draupadi. So here it is going beyond her sons also, her daughter-in-law. Asat Savaya Vanavasa Kruchrata. Then the second game, then they were sent to forest and they had to undergo austerities. Kruchra means austerities. So in the forest, forced austerities, Kunti did not go there. Huh? Kunti remained in Vidura's house. And
For 14 years.
Pandavas and Draupadi went there.
For 14 years. For 14 years. Yeah, 12 plus 1, na? 12 বছর বনবাস, 1 বছর অজ্ঞাতবাস. 13 years, na, total?
Huh?
13 years was the total, na?
12 years Vanavas, 1 year incognito. So, austerities during Vanavas. Vanavasa Kruchrata. You, Krishna saved him, they are telling. Mrude, again and again. Aneka Maharathastratto. Then major events she is counting. Then war took place. And Aneka Maharatha means what we call Maharathi. Astra, weapons. Many big warriors, weapons. You saved Pandavas. So credit to Krishna everywhere. Dronyastratascha, and by the Ashwatthama Drauni, Drona's son, his weapon also, Brahmastra. So by Brahmastra, her grandson's son, Abhimanyu is Kunti's grandson, and Abhimanyu was killed in the war, and his wife Uttara, whom Krishna had saved. So that you did. Hare, Sambodhan, huh? O Hari, O Vishnu, Avirakshita, nicely protected. So, 2 words are there, Mochita, Avirakshita. Okay? So, we have completed 24 shlokas according to my edition, 23 according to some, and the Kunti's praise is going on. Let me read one more shloka, because this is an oft-quoted shloka telling the nature of Kunti. Vipada santu nashashvat tatra jagadguru bhavato darshanam yatsyat apunar bhavadarshanam. Oh, teacher of the world, Jagadguru. Tatra, that means wherever we go, wherever I be, Vipada santu nashashvat, permanently let there be difficulties or dangers. Na, for us. Santu, let there be. Vipada, difficulties or dangers. Tatra, wherever we be. Jagadguru, O teacher of the world. Bhavato darshanam yat sat. Yat means therefore or because of that we will get your vision. You will come to save us. Wherever there will be vipatti, we will remember you, we will shout for you, and you would definitely come. So bhavato darshanam yat sat. So that we will have your darshan. And that darshan is apunar bhava darshanam. Darshanam means seeing, experiencing. Punar bhava darshanam means experience of transmigrating again and again.
And Apunarbhava?
Apunarbhava darshanam means not to be born again and again. We will get your vision which will cause our transmigration to end. So let there be difficulties or dangers wherever we be, so that we will have your vision, and it is your vision which will end our experiencing being born again and again. That is the famous shloka. Okay?
Yes.
We stop here. Om Janmadhyasya Yatonvayaditarata Charteshvavidnaswarat Tene Brahmaridaya Adikavaye Muyanti Yatsuraya Tejo Varimrudam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrisha Damna Sveta Sada Nirastakvakam Satyam Param Dhimahi Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Now see. Now I have to close this out. Now I have to close this point. End लिखा है ना?
Yes.